Hi guys. So I just wanted to do a little breakdown here on US 30. I just made about what $4,000, a little bit over 4,000. I don't know the exact amount. I have to do some journaling later, but it's definitely over 4K. So I just want to show you guys, what I did in order to have, one of these, big days. Um, so as we can see here, oh, not to mention, like, I did not catch this whole move. This is the trade that I called, which went for about, if we look, stop loss was about 84 points. So it was about a 5% trade, but I got out early, uh, around here, 150 points. So that allowed me to, get a pretty nice return. But, as you can see, could have been a lot more if I decided to hold. And the reason why I did not hold is because, this is what, I shoot for what I know the market does on average. Yes, every now and then you will have one of these, really big days where the market moves 400 points. But if we look at the market and all the past winning trades that I've had, they've all been somewhere around the 170 point. Obviously, could have held this, but you know what I mean. I'm an intraday trader. Uh, I tend to not swing trades for days, in and out, because look what can happen. The market can go ahead and retrace on you, and then you're back to even. And the key to making money is, just getting consistent gains in the market and not losing. So you have to take profit, and you can't just leave trades open, or else you're not going to make any money. You have to take money out of the market by taking profit. So I'm not going to get into a whole lecture on that, but uh, that's why I'm saying, yes, I would love to have held this trade longer. Probably should have, but I know what I'm. I stick to my bread and butter trades, and on average, what I do. The numbers. It's all about knowing your probabilities and what you're able to project, and this is about my average return. So I kind of stick to what I know I'm able to do consistently, not what's just going to happen every now and then. But yeah, that's a big key in having a good psychology when it comes to making money in these markets, because as you can see, yes, this was 200, but I don't even think I caught the full 200 on this move either. And you should be okay with leaving money on the table, because guess what, no one's complaining if we made money. Yes, there's always going to be, I could have made more, but from a psychology perspective, just keep that in mind. But I'm going to get into the actual trade itself. Um, and so as we can see, the market went down yesterday, Wednesday, after we had some news. But it didn't really make sense to me. I said, this is very good news. They're pausing interest rates. Why is the market selling off? Well, I know we're in a bull market, so I knew that this sell off was just going to be short lived. It was clearly a retracement to take a lot of this here, liquidity out, a lot of the sell side liquidity out. So the market has its own agenda. It's not just reacting to news. It has its own agenda dealing with the market makers, which obviously taking sell side liquidity to then go ahead and ultimately take this here buy side liquidity here in that range. So after that occurred, when I woke up, um, pretty much all I saw was the market here with this liquidity. And if you've watched any of my other YouTube videos, you know that I'm a trader that loves to look for liquidity sweeps. And when it comes to my strategy, I stick to one that looks for liquidity sweeps and key levels. And just for this specific trade, I know, just from over 4 years of experience, I know what a dip looks like. So I could see, just putting together all these confluences, being in a bull market, news being positive, expecting, a expansion, so I expected to see a short sell off Although it broke and retested, I believe that the market was just trying to trick people into with this consolidation, creating buy side and sell side liquidity on both sides of the range. But my bias was that it was going to stay positive, which we got this last final sweep here on sell side liquidity on this double bottom before my entry here once it broke out of that range, which gave me a nice entry here to ride to the upside. Um, so as we can see, market continued to expand, taking out the previous high of the week from Tuesday. So now we could expect the market to run off this resistance and continue bullish, or give us a retracement and fill some of this here gaps that we've created on the initial move. So, it's a very simple setup. I intend to see the market continue bullish. So we will look to just keep going long on this. Now's a good time to, if we're gonna keep continuing and making gains on these major indices, maybe start putting some profits into stocks, buying some more equity, and just keep riding this thing, and holding. I might be open to holding positions longer than I normally do, because I've seen trades where you could literally have held trades for days and made money, but it's being okay with those big pullbacks and not getting afraid, because this thing basically pulled all the way back to Friday's level before now making a new higher high. So that's where the big money's made. A lot of these traders, are able to hold positions for long times. It's not necessarily my style, but as you can see here, I love trending markets. This was the initial dip that I noticed. So after I saw this initial dip, I had a feeling that once we dipped and cleared that high, we were just going to continue to make higher highs and higher lows, just because with a lot of positivity going on in the markets. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am reopening mentorship, so if anyone wants to just really learn the advanced skills it really takes to be profitable in these markets, and as well as I have reopened my signal group. So if anyone wants to get into my signal group, I am, doing trades. I've taken a lot of consistent, I went on 11 win streak in my trade signals, and I believe that, it's one of the best signal groups in the market. So I really hope you guys take advantage of that. If you guys are doing evaluations, passing challenges, whatever it is, I'd love to help you guys out and just, take some trades with me. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys learned something.